Hello everyone, welcome to another edition of Quarantine Kitchen. My name is Jenna McCarthy and I'm a nutrition educator with Mono and Alpine counties. And today we are going to make our own smoothie. So we're going to make a smoothie with some dairy and fruit ingredients we have on hand. So this is going to serve 2 people, maybe with about 2 cups worth of servings. Usually, if you watch, I typically cut the recipe because I'm usually just cooking for me or my husband and me. But today I'm actually going to keep the recipe as called for, and I'm just going to freeze the leftover smoothie that I have. Okay, so what you'll need is about 1 cup of 100% fruit juice, such as orange, pineapple, grape juice. For me, this is going to be a little bit sweet, even with 100% juice, so I am altering it a little bit. I'm using part orange juice and part milk, so I'm doing about 2/3 of a cup and 1/3 of a cup. We'll see how that goes. This is the first time I'm making it, so I can adjust next time to my flavor preferences. Okay, so 1 cup of that, 1.5 cups of unsweetened frozen fruit. So you can use what you have on hand, strawberries, mixed berries, mangoes, peaches. I happen to have some raspberries and peaches, so I think I have a cup of raspberries and about a 1/2 cup of peaches. Should be a nice mix of tart and sweet, okay? And then you're gonna need a 1/2 cup of non-fat or low-fat, like a 1% milk or yogurt, okay? So depending on how thick or creamy you want that smoothie, this is where you can play around, maybe do a mix of milk and yogurt. Again, this is non-fat or low-fat plain yogurt. So if you don't have plain yogurt on hand, if you have flavored yogurt, maybe since you have the flavored yogurt with that sugar in it, maybe instead of the orange juice, swap it out for some milk. Okay, you can make this recipe work in a variety of ways. We just want to watch the sugar intake. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're just going to place all of the ingredients into the blender and blend until smooth. It is really that easy. So I'm going to start with the frozen fruit. And if you don't have frozen fruit, you could use fresh fruit and then just put in like a 1.5 cups of ice. This is just going to give us a more concentrated flavor. So if you have the frozen fruit, go ahead and use it. So throw that in there. Throw some of that in there. See how much of this yogurt I can get out with a spoon because I think my small little spatula is already dirty. So we'll do what we can here. Alright, so kids, if you're doing this at home, you want to make sure that your blender lid is on nice and tight, okay? And I don't know, I always like hold my hand over it just in case it somehow pops out on its own, like it's ever done that. No, but I'm cautious, okay? If you have a pulse setting, I usually do that to break up the frozen chunks, whether it's ice cube or fruit. I usually do that for a while first. So I'm going to pulse this about 8 times. Maybe 10. Okay, and now I'm going to turn it on medium for a while. So I'm not going to talk while we do this. So talk amongst yourselves. Well, it's a beautiful color already. I know there's that glare, but that's really nice. I usually stop it in the middle just to scrape down the sides a little bit with a spatula, just to make sure if any little chunks of fruit got caught up there or blending everything evenly. I don't want to miss out on my fruit. Okay, so I'm going to, again, place that lid firmly back on, and then I'm going to put it on high for a little bit. So again, this is a great snack. You can just watch the portion control. I know some parents don't like kids to snack a lot. We're worried that it's going to ruin their appetite for a meal. But this is a good way, if you make these ahead of time, just freeze them into snack portions. Okay, that way you can just grab that one baggie and know that that's enough. Okay, and that's a good tip no matter what you're snacking with. Nuts, for instance, I'm kind of known if I'm just eating nuts straight from the bag, I'll just keep going. And those really add up, yeah, and then I'm kind of spoiling my appetite. So again, I don't like to waste anything. I want all of this. So here I am, getting all of this off the blade. This is something that I do quite a bit actually, is make smoothies and then just freeze them. So you just want to make sure that you have freezer safe baggies. Okay, I do find it's easier if you do them in the baggies because then they're going to thaw more evenly. I used to put them in my cup and then freeze them like that, but then they would just kind of thaw out from the sides and that was not appetizing. So if you want, you can label your baggie ahead of time. I'm just someone, I don't like to get the blender out all the time because I don't like to clean it all the time. So when I get it out, I'm going to sort of maximize my blender time. Okay, I got a little taste of that raspberry. That's pretty good. Oh yeah, that's so sunny. It's probably the orange juice. Okay, but the orange and the raspberry really work well together. So again, you can play around, use what fruit you have on hand. Let me know your favorite combinations. Maybe you like things more sweet, and so you just want to use strawberries, peaches, mangoes, or maybe you like things a little bit tart like me. I like a balance, so I'm going to put some raspberries, blackberries in there. You could even add a spice to this, like if you wanted to put a little cinnamon in it, maybe a little ginger, okay? But try some different things. Let me know what you think. We'll see you next time.